And we're going to concentrate on the Forex market, the currency market, which is my favorite market to trade. I've traded every asset class over the last 25 years of my career, and I focus primarily now on Forex. And I do a little bit of cryptocurrency for fun, because that's obviously an emerging market, it's a fun market, a lot of volatility, a lot of good opportunity there. But we're going to talk about the Forex market today. Now, understand, when it comes to trading, always trade with what is called equity management in mind. And the reason for that, you should never trade money that you cannot afford to lose, is because the best traders in the world, the most sophisticated traders in the world, take losses. Obviously, that is part of being a trader. We will talk about that today, how we maximize our gains, minimize our losses through proper equity management. Now, this webinar, my presentation today, it's really designed for one thing, and that is to help you decide if you see Forex trading or currency trading as something that you would like to do. Now, I'm not here in this particular webinar to teach you how to be a trader. That's why you will become a student today. My job in this webinar is to show you how we've helped people over the last 24 years all around the world, trained well over 60,000 people how to make money consistently in the Forex market, and that you can do it too. Now, I know many of you are here because you're looking to become full-time traders. Excellent. We can help you. I know many of you are trading. You're struggling. Okay, you need help. You recognize you need help. We can help you. And I know a lot of you are looking to generate a secondary income stream, or maybe a third income stream. The good news, again, is we can help you in any one of those areas. We've got a 24-year proven process that we pass along to our students. Now, having said that, Forex trading is not for everybody. And you know what? It may not be for you, and that is perfectly fine. I've been very blessed throughout my career to work with a lot of very smart, very sophisticated, successful people. And I like to study successful people to see what makes them tick. I like to read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts, and I will tell you that successful people tend to do things differently. First and foremost, successful people do not measure things in terms of cost. Cost is a broke person's perspective and mentality. Successful people measure things in terms of return on investment, ROI. Another thing that successful people tend to do is they do things generally that unsuccessful people cannot and are unwilling to do. And for that very reason, I applaud all of you being in this presentation today. You certainly have other options of things you can be doing right now at this very moment, at this time, but you're here exploring a new opportunity. And I promise I do not take your time for granted. So let's officially get things started. This is a live presentation. Today's date is July 26, years 2018. It is 11:15 a.m. here in Orlando, Florida, at our world headquarters. Make sure you got a pen, you got a piece of paper, you're prepared to take great notes. We got a ton of information to cover in a very short amount of time. When I do a normal presentation like this to introduce some of the things that I will talk about today, I normally take about 90 minutes. So I'm going to cram a lot in the short time that we have here together. So I'm excited to be here. Hope you're excited to be here. We got a ton of information. There's a lot of movement happening in the market right now that we will talk about. Now, I'm not going to spend much time talking about myself. Renee gave me that great introduction. Just to let you know, listen, I've been at this for 25 years. I've traded every asset class that there is. I've spoke to well over 35,000 people live across the U.S., across Canada. This is my passion. I'm blessed that every day I wake up, I get to do what I love. I get to trade, I get to work side by side with world-class traders, and I get to pass this information along. And that to me is such an incredible feeling to be able every day to be thankful I do what I love. And I don't work a lot. You know, I'm very honest with my audiences and people that I talk to. I probably work about 30 hours a week. I'm very blessed to be able to do the things that I want to do. That's travel with my family. I'm an active runner. I'm a triathlete. I live my life. And I owe all of that to understanding the markets and trading and how to take advantage of market conditions. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And that's what I want all of you to understand. If you want to do it full-time, tremendous. We can help you. If you want to do it part-time, great. We can teach you strategies to do that. Secondary income stream, third income stream, it's up to you. We've got a very specific process that we teach, and I'm going to share some of that with you today. So that's enough about me. What I need to know is about you guys. we got a good sized group in here today, and I know we've got experience levels all across the board, but this helps me determine really some of the topics I may or may not cover in our time together. Do me a favor, if you were to rank your knowledge on the Forex market on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you're brand new to Forex, 10 being you are a Forex expert, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year profits, please go into that chat box and everybody please rank your personal experience for me so I know really how I can do this. Okay, here we go. I've got Winford as a 1, Jim as a 1, Jason as a 1, okay, Anderson as a 4. Please rank your personal experience. This really helps me determine how much I need to teach you the basics in the Forex world. Okay, Lee's a 1, Jason's a 4, Alex is a 4, Andreas is a 5, okay, Jason is a 1, Max is a 1, Fred is a 3, William is a 4. Okay, so we got a lot of new peoples, 1, 2s, and 3s in here. Okay, and we got a couple of you 3s and 4s, and then we got a handful of you 4, 5s, and 6 in that area right there. Now this is the important thing you need to understand about the Forex market if you're new. The Forex market is what is called a zero-sum game. A zero-sum game. Now what does that mean? That means in every single Forex trade, the winners get paid by the losers. Now let me say that again. In every single Forex trade, the losers pay the winners. And I will tell you, having done this for 25 years, the winners in the Forex world are the people who have the best tools and technology, the best systems and automation, the best education, but most importantly, the best people surrounding, working with them. And that is our approach at Market Traders Institute. Now, we are not a broker, okay? A lot of people think that MTI is a broker. In fact, you can use any broker you want in the world, okay? We can use anybody that you want in the world, okay? Hey gang, I hear we're getting a lot of echo in the room, so what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to switch over my mic. I think we got a problem with our mic right here, so give me a second. We're going to roll over our mic. Here's the thing about Market Traders Institute, okay? We have been concentrating the last 24 years, not on being a broker. You can use any broker you want in the world to clear your currency trades. What we've been doing for the past 24 years is developing premier education, okay, premier technology, okay, our own automation, our own technology, our own indicators, and premier mentorship and coaching. Let me switch over real quick for you, ladies and gentlemen. Give me just a second.
Hey everyone, we will be right back with the sound. Aaron just had to switch mics real quick, but please stand by. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. We had a little sound technical difficulties in here. I don't think we made it much better for you. We've got a microphone issue here. My backup microphone's not working. We're just going to plow through, so we'll do the best that we can. So listen, back to what I was saying. Here at Market Traders Institute, for the past 24 years, we've been developing our time, our energy, our effort on premier education portals, premier software technology, but most importantly, assembling the best people, the best coaches, the best mentors that are out there. Now, 24 years we've been in business. You know that you do not survive in the business world these days for 24 years without having a rock solid foundation and by delivering results. I mean, we grow as an organization month after month after month because our students are successful, period. They're making money, or else we wouldn't continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. Now, as you look at the screen, this is actually our corporate headquarters here in Orlando, Florida. I'm broadcasting from the second floor of our building right now. We have about 200 employees out of our office right here. Now, we've gone through a lot of growth, as I said, through the last few years. And to me, that's really a direct reflection of a philosophy that we never leave a client behind. You may or may not know, especially if you're new, that the currency market's a 24-hour-a-day market. Literally, every second, every minute of every hour that the currency market, the Forex market is open, we are live, coaching, training, working with our students. Our students never, ever have to make a decision on a position or a trade without having a coach or a mentor to work with. That's our commitment to our students. Well, through our growth, we're certainly getting recognized. We were ranked by Inc. magazine as one of the fastest growing companies in the United States of America. This is our founder, Jerrod Martinez. He is known throughout the financial world as the FX chief. You might have read his books. He's a best-selling author, teacher, mentor. He's been trading the Forex market for 30 years. 30 years exclusive experience in the Forex market. Now, to give you a little bit of perspective of the types of results that Jerrod Martinez gets, for 36 straight months, Jerrod Martinez has averaged a minimum of 8,000 pips in a month. Now, you may not know what a pip is now, you will in a few moments, but 8,000 pips a month on a standard lot is a minimum of $80,000 profit for 36 straight months. That's the type of leadership, mentorship, coaching our students get to work with every single day. In fact, Jerrod Martinez, our founder, has a private trading room. It's called the FX Chiefs Trading Room, where every Friday he meets with a select group of students where he gives out his trades, he covers the weekly trades, and this is where he's created all of these pips. In fact, I'm going to give a handful of you, if you're serious in here, an opportunity to trade the next 8 Fridays with Jerrod Martinez, which is pretty cool. Now, here's what the big buzz is around our office right now. We are in the middle of a big time movement in the market as we speak. This is not something we're predicting a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. This is happening now. This is what is called the Euro Pivot Point prediction. In your notes, write down Euro Pivot Point, okay? This movement has already generated 14,600 pips of opportunity. The problem is you've missed those pips. That's the bad news. The good news is we've got about 6,000 more pips of this movement happening right now. Now tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is New York City time, we have a live special trading session where in this session, we will be working with our students, handing out the trades, the entries, the exits, the workspaces, showing them how to trade this movement over the next couple weeks. Now, what makes this so unique is typically we set these special sessions aside for our more experienced students. But what's cool is because of the great relationship we have with Investor Inspiration, been great to our company over the last few years, I was given an opportunity, a green light, to invite directly from this webinar. Now, this is only for people that are serious, but I don't care if you're experienced or not experienced, it doesn't matter. But if you're interested in getting an invitation to be in my live session later tonight at 7 p.m., type in your telephone number and type in pivot in the chat box. Type in your telephone number and pivot in the chat box. And we're going to qualify 10 of you by the time we wrap up this presentation. It's going to be an incredible opportunity to trade directly with Josh Martinez and be updated with our positions, get the entries, the exits. It's really going to be an awesome time. It'll be about 60 minutes long. Now, here's the thing. The reason why you want to follow our predictions is since 2014, we have predicted over 20,000 pips of opportunity, okay? And again, just put your telephone number and type in the word pivot. We got a big group in here. I can't accept everybody, but we'll take 10. But here's the reality. This is not about my success or Josh's or Jerrod's or Isaac's or any of our other experts, Tad's or Gary's or Tyson's. The results that we produce are all about our students, okay? It's all about our students. Yes, the session tonight is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to be in that session, type in your telephone number and pivot, and we'll follow up with you. This is why we're the best in the world at what we do. Our students get results. All you have to do is a little bit of research, and you will see that we are all over social media of students posting results, posting pips, posting the types of returns that they are making. So my promise to you, gang, very simple. By the time we wrap up, if you don't already understand the power, the potential in the Forex market, you will. You will absolutely see that. And you're also going to see how you can have immediate profit potential, okay? I mean, already we're laying out 6,000 pips right now for students, okay? But having said that, understand, this is not get rich quick. There's no such thing as get rich quick. Trading the Forex market is a skill. It's a skill. We got 24 years of experience of teaching people around the world a proven process. We got 200 employees. We got patent pending technology. We teach a skill that if you work at it, you pay attention to it, you follow what we teach, the potential is absolutely unlimited for you as a student. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how we do it. So very quickly, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a couple quick minutes here to get new people up to speed. Okay, if you're more advanced and you're currently trading, hang tight. We're going to get into our advanced techniques in a few minutes here, our automation, our trading platform, what makes us unique. But at first, I need to get everybody up to speed on some basics in the Forex market, because the Forex market has some massive, massive advantages to any other market, any other asset class. One of those advantages is liquidity. Liquidity just simply means that you can enter and exit the market anytime that you want. There's always going to be a buyer. There's always going to be a seller. You're never going to be stuck holding on to a trade. Kelly, I've got your number as well. Jason, I've got your number. Max, I've got your number. Anderson, I've got your number. Steve, I've got your number. Great. The second big benefit of this market is the flexibility. It's a 24-hour-a-day market, okay? Now, this market opens up in the United States of America 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday afternoon. It's open all night, all morning, all day, every day, till Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 24 hours a day. Now, that's a massive advantage for me. I'm busy, okay? I got kids, I got animals, I got a wife that's a college professor. She's got a career. We're busy. I like the fact that I can trade at 10 o'clock at night, I can trade at 3 o'clock in the morning, or I can trade in the middle of the day. I trade around my schedule, not the market schedule. The size of this market, it's the largest market in the world, and it's not even close. There's over $5.3 trillion traded every single day back and forth in this market. And then focus. Focus. How many of you in this webinar are equities traders? You're trading stocks, you're trading options. If so, type in me in the chat box. Because I did that for a lot of years. I taught people all across North America how to trade stocks and options. As I said, now I focus on Forex. And I will tell you, one of the big challenges with the equities market is there's so many potential companies to invest in. Thousands upon thousands of potential companies. In the Forex world, there is only 60 currency pairs worldwide. 60 currency pairs worldwide. That's it. And at Market Traders Institute, we pay attention to about 21 of those pairs. So you're going to see you can be much more focused in this market, which is going to then make you much, much more successful. So very quickly, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to transfer over to my charts. I need everybody to acknowledge that you can see that I have brought over some charts. Can everybody see that I've transferred over from my PowerPoint and we've got charts up on the screen now? Just type in yes or Y when I ask you a question so I know that you're with me so I don't leave anybody behind. All right, good. Lee says yes. Jason says yes. Okay, cool. Here's the deal. What you're looking at is at Market Traders Institute, our own proprietary trading platform. This is our trading platform. We don't lease it from anybody. We don't private label it from anybody. We don't rent it from anybody. We have built this internally. In fact, we're one of the only education technology companies in the world that has our own internal development team. We build everything in-house, and that gives us a lot of advantages to move quickly in the marketplace. Now, we've got our own patent pending technology within the software. We've got our own smart tools, proprietary tools, and through our Smart Trader platform, everything that I show you on this screen is cloud-based. It's all cloud-based. Now, that gives us massive advantages. Number one, it gives us the advantage to be able to have our tools, our indicators, our charts on our tablets, our iPhones, our Androids, travel with us everywhere we go. But the biggest advantage is because it's cloud-based, it gives us the opportunity to push information back and forth. We can instantly deliver opportunity to our students through the cloud, and that gives them real-time dynamic information, which is a massive, massive advantage. Now, if you're new to trading in the Forex market, now understand the Ultimate Charting software, our trading platform, works on every currency pair, every time frame that's out there. You can get stock feeds, and it works on over 30 cryptocurrencies. All right. Now, trading in the Forex market, though, if you're new, it's like any other market where you want to buy in the market when it's moving up, right? Also in the Forex market, like most markets, you can make money when it falls and it goes down. The difference is in the Forex world, you have a very specific job. Your job is to capture pips. Pips. Now, a pip is an acronym for price, interest, point. Price, interest, point. Now, I'm not going to get into a big description or definition of what a pip is because you don't need to know that. It's not necessary. All you need to know for today is pips are good. Pips are your friend. As a Forex trader, your job is to capture as many pips as you can when the market is trending up and capture as many pips as you can when the market is trending down. I will show you how pips turn into profits in just a minute here, okay? How pips turn into paying your mortgage, how pips turn into funding your retirement account. Now, for those of you that are new, if you look along the bottom, that's a representation of time. On the sides, a representation of price. In the middle of the screen, you'll see there's a watermark. Can everybody see where it says GBP, which is Great British Pound, NZD, New Zealand Dollar, 1 hour? So if you see that, type in yes or Y. We're looking at the Great British Pound, New Zealand Dollar, 1 hour chart, okay? Now, these little indicators on the screen right here, if you're new, these are what are called Japanese candlesticks. Every one of these little indicators flipped up on end are Japanese candlesticks. Now, again, Japanese candlesticks are a visual representation of how much the market has moved within a particular period of time. Because we're on an hourly chart, these are all 1 hour candlesticks. If we were on a weekly chart, they'd be weekly candlesticks. If we were on a 5-minute chart, they'd be 5-minute candlesticks. Now, candlesticks are very, very important to traders because they help us determine, by the way they form, is a change of direction, change of trend in the marketplace. We call candlesticks here at Market Traders Institute the sign language of the market. The sign language of the market. Very, very important. Now, if I click on one of these candles, we'll just click on one of these. You can see this is from July 13th. This particular candle opened up at 7 in the morning, had an open, high, a low, and a close. Now, what does that mean? That means that this particular candle opened up, it dipped down, had a low. That line off the bottom is what's called a wick. It shot up and had a high for the hour. It settled and it closed up for the hour because it's white, and then it opened up a brand new candle, of which the next hour it opened up for a high, moved down for a low, and it closed down for that hour because it's dark, okay? Candlesticks, the sign language of the market. Now, very quickly, and again, I'm going to move real fast through this because we've got a lot of information to cover. Before we jump into our indicators, how we find our opportunities, how you use your coaches, how our automation works, okay? Very quickly, I'm going to show you the mechanics of a currency trade and how pips turn into profits, okay? Let's just say, and I'm not going to do any analysis at first. I just want you to see how this works. Let's just say we decided to buy into a particular trade right here, okay? Based on help from our coaches, our mentors, our software, we decided to sell out of a trade right up here, okay? So we bought into a trade down here, right here, and we sold out of a trade right here. The difference between buying down here, selling up here is the difference between this number on the right and the number above it on the right. The difference between those two numbers would be the amount of pips that I would profit. Now I can mark that, measure it very simply by just measuring right there. And if you look up in the top left-hand corner, you should be able to acknowledge and see some information up there where my cursor is pointing. Okay, what this is telling us is we would have bought into this trade on the 13th, okay? So we bought into this trade July 13th. We would have sold out of this trade July 13th. We would have made 65 pips, and we would have been in this trade for 8 bars. Now, bars equal candlesticks, and because we're on a chart where our candlesticks are an hour, that means 8 bars equal 8 hours. So again, please answer if you understand this information, that we would have bought into this trade on the 13th down here. We would have sold out of the trade same day up here. We would have made 65 pips, and we would have been in the trade for a total of 8 hours. If that makes sense, type in yes or Y in the chat box. Okay? All right, so here's the deal. This is how pips turn into profits for those of you that are new. When you trade in the Forex market, you trade in what are called lot sizes, LOT. There's 3 lot sizes. You can trade with what's called a micro lot, a mini lot, and a standard lot. Micro, mini, standard. If you trade with a micro lot, for every investment you make, you're looking at about $20 US. $20. That's it. Not a lot of money. That's one of the great things about the Forex market. First and foremost, it does not take a lot of money to invest in. You can start small and grow your account over time. Now, most of my students will trade a minimum of a mini lot. A mini lot is a $200 investment per trade, and a standard lot is a $2,000 investment per trade. Now, each one of these have a different profit value to them. If you trade with a micro lot, for every pip you make 10 cents per pip. Okay, not a lot of money. If you think about the trade we did, jump back over here to our chart. Let's say we invested in a mini lot, okay, excuse me, a micro lot. We invest $20. Now again, we're not a broker. Pick any broker you want. You can use anybody in the world. They will all interact with our trading platform. You invest $20 in this micro lot trade. You're in this trade on the 13th. 8 hours later, you sell. You made 65 pips in 8 hours. Well, if you made 10 cents per pip, that means in 8 hours, your $20 investment just made you $6.50 return, which is not a lot of money, but that's a fantastic return on investment. I'll take that all day long, right? Well, let's say we make that same trade, but we invest in a mini lot. We invest $200. Our broker holds on to the $200 of that trade. You sell out 8 hours later. You made 65 pips. The difference is because you invested $200 rather than $20, you made the exact same trade. You did nothing different except you made more money. You made $1 per pip. So $200 just turned into a profit of $65 in 8 hours. Now, how many of you would like to have a skill where you could get up, set up a trade, go to work, come home, and 200 has turned into $265? How many would like to have that skill to be able to do that 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week? Because that's what we do every single day with our students, right? Everybody would, or else you wouldn't be in this webinar, right? Now here's where it gets fun though. Let's say you've been trading mini lots. You're doing well. You're building up your account. You're building up your reserves. You say, hey, I'm ready to step up and do a standard lot trade. You don't have to do anything different, spend any more time, energy, effort, or anything. All you do is invest in a standard lot. You make the exact same trade. You invest $2,000 though. Your broker holds on to the $2,000. 8 hours later, you sell out. You make your 65 pips. The difference is because you made a $2,000 investment, you made $10 per pip. So your $2,000 in 8 hours just made you $650 return. This right here is why the Forex market is the fastest growing market in the world. It's leverage, it's buying power. I don't care if you trade futures, I don't care if you trade options, I don't care what you trade. No other market in the world will give you 50-to-1 leverage in the US. Some countries give you 100-to-1. And that is a massive, massive advantage. And what I'm showing you on the screen right here is what we do live with our students every second, every minute, every hour, 24 hours a day that the market is open. And I will introduce you to students by the time I wrap this presentation up that are making 6,000, 7,000 pips a month consecutively. Students that are making 5,000 pips in a week for consecutive weeks after week. I'm going to show you students that last year made over 50,000 pips trading with us. 50,000 pips trading with us. People just like you following our process. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move quickly here. I'm going to jump back over here. We're going to dive into the charts. I'm going to introduce you to our indicators, some of our philosophies, and how you can come on board today as a student. Be a student of ours for the next 60 days, risk-free. Work with us. Work with our mentors. Trade with us as often as you want. Use our trading platform and do all that for 60 days risk-free. Now, the beautiful thing that you will learn to appreciate about the Forex market, okay, is it's such a visual market. It's such a visual market. It loves to repeat itself in patterns, okay, and move in these wave-like patterns over and over and over and over again. And what we're looking to do as smart, successful traders is take advantage of these swings in the market and make money when it forms a low, right? And buy into the market and make money when it moves up. Well, obviously, we can also make a lot of money when the market forms a high, and we can sell into the market and make money when the market moves down. Now, every successful trader must know three things in every successful Forex trade. You got to know number one, okay? Number one, market direction. Number two, you got to know entry points. And number three, you got to know exit points. Now, the cool thing is, when you come on board today as a student, we've got an incredible education portal, all dynamic, updated, beautifully online. It's awesome. You're going to go through that. You're going to get a great education on these three things. You're going to have incredible coaches and mentors to work with every single day on these three things, and incredible technology to help you determine these three things. But I will tell you, one of the concepts that we are considered to be probably the best in the world at teaching, our founder is the best at trading in the Forex market, is using Fibonacci's. Now, if you don't know what a Fibonacci is, don't worry about it. You can do some research when we're done. Don't research it now because you'll get lost in a wormhole, because it's actually really fascinating when you start digging into it. But just to give you a high-level understanding, Leonardo Fibonacci, this guy right here, Leonardo Fibonacci was a 13th century mathematician, okay? And what he discovered is through the world of nature, everything tends to move in this rhythmic cycle, this pattern. It's all based on a sequence, a series of numbers. Nothing is random. It's called the golden ratio. He found, based on a series, a sequence of numbers, a repeatable pattern, how animals would reproduce in a pattern, how plants would grow in a sequence, a pattern that was repeatable. How, if you look at the stars in the universe, it's not random, all the way down to the print on your thumb, to the stripes on a zebra, to the scales on a fish. It's not random. It's all in a mathematical sequence of numbers, which is called the golden ratio. It's a repeatable pattern that moves over and over and over again. Well, what's the beautiful thing about the Forex market? The Forex market loves to move in patterns, in waves, over and over and over again. So here at Market Traders Institute, one of the main philosophies we approach is math. We apply mathematics to the market because I will tell you, I've been doing this a long time, math doesn't lie. Math does not lie. We use Fibonacci retracements and extensions to help us determine where the market's going to move in the future based on where it's been in the past. Does that make sense? Yes or no? We use mathematical equations, Fibonacci retracements and extensions to help us determine where the market's going to move in the future based on where the trends have been in the past. Yes or no? Does that make sense to you? Okay. Here's the thing. You don't have to be some mathematical genius to do this. Our systems do all of the work for you. Let me show you exactly how this works. And then we're going to apply this to some candles, and then we're going to put this on some trades. Okay. The market moves in waves. Make what are called higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then it'll reverse and make a lower high, lower, low, lower high, excuse me, lower low, lower high, and does this over and over again. Now we're going to do some basic technical analysis right now, okay? This is what is going to be called my A boundary right here. This is my B boundary. This is my C entry, and this is my D extension. Now at first, I'm going to manually do all this. In a minute, you're going to see our patent pending automated tools that does all of this automated. I'm going to draw from point A right on up to point B, just like that. I draw a manual Fibonacci. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out 3 zones, 3 buy zones. My very first zone right here, I'm going to shade this one and make it real easy for you to see. I'm going to color this one in a red. My next zone below it right here, I'm going to shade this one in. And I'm going to make this one easy for you to distinguish. I'm going to make this one kind of a blue, an off blue. And then my third one right here, okay, we're going to shade this one and we're going to make this green. Green. So can everybody see the 3 colors, red, blue, and green? Type in yes or Y, because if you can't see red, blue, and green, you're going to get lost. So please, I got 86 of you in here. I need 86 yeses or no to let me know that you can see this. Because if you're colorblind or you can't see it, you're going to get lost, okay? Everybody's telling me yes, yes, good. All right, so what we're looking to do here, and again, I know I'm moving quickly. We're looking to make money in this example where the market moves up, pulls back, reverses. We're looking for a change of trend and an entry point to get in, and then to buy into this position as it's moving up and let the Fibonacci's tell us when to sell. Now, we use different types of information, trend recognition, or excuse me, change of trend analysis, candlesticks, trend line breaks to help us determine change of trend. Don't worry about that right now. And entry points, I just want you to understand the power and the concept of the Fibonacci's. And then when you see automation, how incredibly easy it makes it for you to enter and exit your trades. So let's just say we decided this is a great time to buy right down here in the green zone. So we invested in a mini lot, $200. And we're in this trade down here. We invest $200. Our broker's holding on to the $200. And we're in this trade as it's moving up, as it's moving up, as it's moving up, as it's moving up. Now, if you can imagine this green line right here, this is what is called a Fibonacci extension. This is my 1180. If you can imagine this coming all the way across, okay? If I buy down here in the green zone, I'm going to hold on to this trade as it moves all the way up, and boom, it hits this Fibonacci extension. Now, the reason why I sell when it hits my extension is because the software is doing the mathematics for me. What it's telling me is, Aaron, based on the trend of this in the past, if you continue to hold on to this trade past this green extension, the 1180, the math moves against you and the likelihood will increase that the trade will go the other direction. So very simple concept. If I buy in the green zone, I sell at my green extension. All right, easy enough. Well, let's say our reversal takes place right here in the blue zone. If I buy in the blue zone, I'm going to trade to my blue Fibonacci extension. Well, if we invest in this trade in the red zone, which is a much bigger buy zone, anywhere in this zone, I bet you can figure it out by now, you're going to trade this all the way up until you hit your red extension, the 1618. So if everybody understands, so we can move on, apply this to some candlesticks, we buy and sell Fibonacci's A, B, C, D, blue to blue, green to green, red to red. Type in yes or the letter Y in the chat box so we can apply this towards some market opportunity here. Okay, we're going to put this on some candlesticks very quickly here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this with some live trades. Okay, so let's say right here, here's our low. So here would be my A, okay? My B is going to be my high right over here. Here's my B right here. Now, I don't know where my C entry point is yet. We're going to have to distinguish that here in a second. But first, we're going to manually draw our Fibonacci. We're going to draw from point A right on up to point B, right up to here, just like that. Point A to point B. So we're on point A to point B. Now, you don't have to be a 25-year trading expert to see visually what is the overall trend of these candles right now. Are they trending up or are they trending down? You tell me. Are they trending up or down? Up or down? Yeah, they're trending down, right? You can see they're starting to push down, down, down. Everybody's telling me down. Well, what we're looking for is a change of trend right here for a possible entry point. Do we get the change of trend in our candles starting to take shape? We sure do. You can see we've had a shift where this has moved down. Okay, this has moved down. We've broke through our trend line, and now we've got an upward push. But here's the question. Which color zone are we sitting in right here? Which color zone are we sitting in? Type in the color. Red, blue, or green? Or just type in the initial. Yeah, red, right? So if we're in the red, we know our target to trade is all the way up until what? The red extension. That's going to be our target right there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our downside, to protect our downside. We're going to set up a stop loss order. Now, for those of you that are new, a stop loss order is an automated order that lets you set up a trade, go to work, go to sleep, get on an airplane, play golf, play with your grandkids, do whatever you want to do, and know that if your trade moves against you, yeah, you may take a loss, but you're going to minimize your loss. It's an automated order. Now, in this example, if we are aggressive, I'm going to set my stop loss order up just below my B, conservatively going to be just below my C, okay? So now we can factor out what our trade looks like. We know that if we're going to get in here and we're going to trade till we hit our target, I can factor that. That's going to be about 80 pips. So that's an 80 pip target. If it hits our extension right there, we're going to make 80 pips. Well, in this example, the way I set my downside up, the way it lined up, it's about 20 pips. So that's 20 pips of downside. So that's 20 pips risk. So everybody should be able to understand we just set up what's called a 4-to-1 risk ratio. We are willing to risk 20 pips to make 80 pips. Does everybody understand that? We're willing to risk 20 pips to make 80 pips. That's proper equity management. Well, we enter our trade. We set it, we forget it, and we just let it take its course and see what happens. And you can see it goes right on up, goes right on up, oops, goes right on up right here and pushes through and pushes right back down. It's almost like it's hitting that ceiling, it's hitting that resistance, and it's moving right on down. Well, we would have been into this trade for exactly, so everybody see we would have bought right here and sold the second we hit that. We would have been in this trade for 8 bars, so we would have been in it for 8 hours. And we just put in our pocket $800 profit. How many of you like to be able to set up a trade in the morning in about 30 minutes, go to work, and have pocketed $800 while you were working? Type in me or yes in the chat box, or of course, right? Everybody, you're here to make money, right? That's it. Am I correct? That's why you're in this webinar, to make money, right? Yeah, but here's the brilliant part of this. This $800 isn't going to make you rich, right? That's a nice trade, nice amount of money. You know what gets you successful and gets you happy is when you realize you can repeat this over and over and over and over again. Because the beautiful thing about the ABCD and understanding market direction is in one overall move, the ABCD pattern will evolve 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row. Let me show you what I mean, okay? We're done with this trade right here. Boom, we're done. Here, we're done with this Fibonacci. But what's happening right now, as you can see, is what used to be my C is now my brand new low, okay? That's my brand new A. Well, right over here, this is my brand new high. Well, what's taking shape is I've got a brand new trend that's moving down again. I grab my Fibonacci tool. Okay, right over here. And again, we're going to automate this in a second. I draw from my high to my low just like that. I draw from my high to my low just like that. And you can see we've got a brand new trend that is taking shape right there. It's repeating itself again. And here we are sitting right back in our red zone right here. So our target, and I know I'm moving quickly for you because I don't have a lot of time, our target is to trade right here again. It just happens to be red to red again. Now understand that if our reversal took place down here in the blue, our target would be to the blue. If it took place in the green, it would be to the green. But we're right back here sitting in the red. We would set up our stop loss order, and we're right back in our trade again. So let's see what happens. Does it go up and hit our target again? Yes or no? It goes right on up, hits our target, and we're out. So our next trade right here, 93 pips in 18 hours. So now we just made in 18 hours an opportunity for $930 profit. So there's a total right there of what? 2 trades in 26 hours. And we put in our pocket, what's that? $1,730. $1,730 profit. What I'm showing you right here is exactly how our students all around the world are crushing it. Tim, $20,000 overnight. How about Saul? Has not traded Forex ever before February, already made $30,000 this year. Or Eddie, from January of this year to the end of June, I've made a total of $331,000. Now, up to this point, everything we've done has been manual. Let me show you the brilliance of our tools, our proprietary software, our trading technology that no other company in the world has. I brought up a brand new currency pair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come right over here, okay, right over here, and I'm going to find the low. This is right now what's happening right this time, right here today. I'm going to come right over here. I'm going to hit MTI Smart Tools right here. Check this out. I come right over here and I click Smart Fibonacci, 1, 2, 3, click. I come down here, I find my low, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, my Fibonacci's are all 100% automated for me. How cool is that? Do you think that's a tool you'd like to have on your desk today? How many of you would like to have this trading platform and evaluate it risk-free of a student of ours for the next 60 days? If you're interested in that, type in your telephone number and type in me in the chat box. To evaluate this trading platform for the next 60 days risk-free. This is all 100% automated. Now, here's the beautiful part about this. Check this out, okay? Right here is my very first A. Here's my A, right there, okay? Moves on up. It moves on up. We get our very first pullback right here. We get our very first pullback right here. There's our change of trend. We get our next opportunity to get in. This is our entry point. Did it go up and hit our Fibonacci right here? You tell me. Does it go all the way up and hit that right there? Well, did it hit that and then move right back down? Well, this first trade right here, there was an opportunity for 400 pips in 9 days. Okay? 400 pips on a standard lot. $4,000 profit opportunity. Well, let's take a look at the next trade though. The next move, the next A, B, C, D, because we're not done. Our next movement right here, here's our brand new A right here. Did this move right back down again? You can see it broke right back down, and then it went up right here, and did it hit? Now this time we're down here in our blue zone. Did it start in the blue right here and hit the blue extension all the way up right there? 517 pips in 43 days. 43 days. Opportunity for $5,170 profit. Now, here's the good news and the bad news. The bad news is you missed these 2 trades. Right? You missed these 2 trades. I don't know what you're doing. You're standing on the sideline, but we got to get you in the game, right? You've missed these 2 trades. That's the bad news. The good news is what is taking shape right now as we speak. Can everybody see we've got a brand new breakout taking shape right now? Yes or no? Can everybody see this is happening right now as we speak? A breakout is taking shape. There's our A. There's our B. It's pushed back down. our entry point would be right in this area. And if this just repeats what it's done the last two moves and it hits this target, there's 759 pips of potential opportunity for you right there. 759 pips are waiting right there. But I'll tell you what, the big movement that's taking shape right now, we will be discussing at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. It's in our Euro pivot prediction, okay? There is a massive movement taking place in the market right now. It's a basically once in a lifetime opportunity. There's about 6,000 pips that are moving. We will go through this tonight live in our session and go through all of this with you. The results that we are driving for our students are absolutely fantastic. And I will tell you, I mentioned before, our founder, Jerrod Martinez, has his own private trading room where every Friday he meets with a select group of students. And what he does is he outlines his trades for the next week. He reviews his trades from the previous weeks. Now listen to me closely. For 36 straight months, for 3 straight years, he has averaged a minimum of 8,000 pips a month for 36 straight months. That's $80,000 a month profit. Now, how many of you in here would be interested in trading the next 8 Fridays with Jerrod Martinez as a guest in his trading room? If you're interested in getting an invitation to be in there, get his trades, everything is 100% third-party verified, MyFX book, you get the setups, everything. Type in your telephone number and chief in the chat box. If you're looking for results like these, gang, 500,000 pips last year, 10,000 in a trade, $14,000 in a trade. This is what we do with our students every day. Close out the week with 4,800 pips. I'm averaging 5,500 pips. We actually, our students this year have already in real money trading accounts generated 1.5 million pips. That's over $15 million in real money trading accounts. And it's all by following our 24-year proven process. Now, I've only got a couple minutes left, so I'm going to quickly go through our membership, our program, how you come on board today as a student of ours. It's called the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. We're going to break this down into 5 phases, okay? 5 phases. This is the program that our students follow. It encompasses your education. It encompasses your technology, your trading platform, but most importantly, it encompasses your coaches, your mentors. Realize every second, every minute, every hour the market is open, we are live with students. Our students never have to make a decision on a trade without having our resources, our people to work with. Now, phase number 1 is your actual 2-day Wealth and Freedom Experience Live. You've spent 45 minutes, almost 50 minutes with me. You will spend 20 hours with our education team. If you would like to fly to Orlando, Florida, great, we'll have you come here in person and do it eyeball to eyeball. We teach it here. We got a beautiful training facility. Most of you will want to watch this live over the internet because you're different parts of the world. If you can't watch portions of it live, we record it, we archive it. You have unlimited access to this education. Now, your continued education is what is called our online university. You are going to use your ID and a password in a moment here that's going to give you instant access to your continued education. There's going to be a couple strategies you're going to go through before our live session tonight. You're going to get access to our Smart Trader platform. Now, one of the benefits of our Smart Trader platform is, as I said, it's all cloud-based. So understand when we're working with you live in a group setting, what we do is we build out our workspaces. Now, a workspace is just a chart. It's a completed chart, or a chart, that's in progress that you're going to use as a blueprint to buy and sell. When we're done, like tonight, when Josh is done, he's going to say, okay, everybody, go to Smart Trader to the ideas section, click on my chart. You'll click on the chart, and all you do is you hit this button right here, and you import the chart from the cloud, and it comes right down, and boom, it's right on your computer. You have the exact entries, exit, everything you need to know to get into these trades. Here's a trade that we set out to our students for a potential of 227 pips of 53 pips risk. I sold a 4-to-1 risk ratio trade right there. This is what we do every day with our students. You have instant access to our Smart Trader platform, okay? And then on top of that, got the mentorship with Jerrod Martinez himself, but you get daily live webinars as well. In addition to our analysts on demand, which is 24 hours a day, at least twice a day, we have topical webinars live every day where we cover strategies of entries and exit and opportunities in the market based on fundamentals, technicals, everything that's out there. But here's the deal. When you come on board today, you got no risk, okay? You make an investment, and in 60 days, if we don't produce the return on investment you're looking for, no questions asked, we'll give you every penny back. We have to earn your business in the next 60 days. Now, we know that if you at least put a little effort in, you're going to be successful. In fact, we'll guarantee you'll see a minimum of 6,000 pips of opportunity. But if you don't want to be a part of our group in 60 days, no problem. Get every penny you invested back, okay? Just give us an honest effort. That's all we ask. Now, if you look at market value of our membership, of our program, access to everything for a lifetime, it's a one-time investment of $16,000, market value. You don't have to pay market value. You can anytime this year go on our website, markettraders.com, come on board for a one-time investment of $7,995. But in this webinar today with Investor Inspiration, they're so good to us. We've got a great discount for you. You can come on board today for a one-time investment of $4,995. I will save you $3,000 off of our online pricing. Yes, we do have monthly payment plans max as well. So this is what I need you to do. If you're interested in learning more about how you can become a member, put your telephone number in the chat box and we will follow up with you. We will answer all your questions. We will get you taken care of. And on top of that, as a bonus today, I'm going to give all of you that come on board access to Jerrod Martinez's private trading club for the next 60 days, the next 8 Fridays that they meet. And I will guarantee in writing that you will see a minimum of 2,000 pips, gang. These are the types of returns we produce. This is straight off of Facebook, our students writing. 9,000 pips this year, 6,800 pips in March, 6,000 pips in 16 days. We're going to start this off tonight at 7 p.m. The key is to get your foot in the door. Option A, you can pay it all at once, you get a discount. Option B, you can do a payment plan. I just need to know if you want to pay it all at once and take the discount, save the $3,000, or if you'd rather talk to somebody about a payment plan. I have a call-in bonus for you though. And this is cool because this is the least expensive we've ever offered this. If you call into this number right now, 407-585-2417, if you decide to sign up as an option A, I will save you an additional $1,000. Everything we discussed, included 100%, $3,995. That's it. If you're going to call in right now, gang, because we've only got 5 of those vouchers. And both option A and option B, you get an in-writing 60-day money-back guarantee. If you'd like to explore a payment plan, no problem. Just type in your telephone number and a B. We can work within your budget. Both of them get a 60-day money-back guarantee. Hey, I've hit my time right here. Congratulations to those of you coming on board. Have fun with this. You got nothing to lose. Work with us the next 60 days. Have fun with it. We'll look forward to meeting you down the road. Take care, everybody. I'm signing off. Goodbye.